I guess when you live as long as I have lived for 94 years, you live many lives within one life.
Sarah, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I hope you are well as well.
I am. Tell me about your childhood. Where were you born?
Well, I was born in Brooklyn. I would say I was a child of the Depression. My father was an immigrant, but he also had a clothing factory in Brooklyn. And most of the people who worked for him were immigrant women and immigrant men. And when my sister and I grew up, we said, you know what? We have no pictures of the factory. We have no pictures of what it was like because we didn't have a camera. So one night we were at the Metropolitan Opera at Lincoln Center, and there was Chagall's paintings on each side of the bar, and they were paintings of his childhood memories. And I said to myself, that's it, that's what I'm going to do. And so I painted a series about the immigrants, about my father when he came over, about them working in the factory. And one of the ones I love the most, I call it tenement camaraderie.
Yes.
In those tenements, the women helped each other. That's how they survived.
Well, these are the stories that we have to tell about people, but particularly women,
Yes,
because women are taught that we don't get along.
Right.
And it's so untrue. But I want to know about your art.
I was probably in elementary school and I was drawing. We didn't have money to send me to art school at that time. Eventually, I did go to Pratt and study art.
Oh, you did? You went to Pratt?
I went to Pratt.
What's your favorite kind of art? Like,
Well, at that time, I was doing illustrations because I wanted to earn some money. I went on to study at Long Island University and get my master's so I could teach. I also did a lot of sculpture, so I did my master's thesis in sculpturing.
you got 3-dimension here.
Yes. The series that I did of the immigrants are my favorite. The ones that mean the most to me are the ones that come from my heart and my gut and my soul. When words are not adequate enough, you can say it in another way. And that's where the emotions come in.
Okay, when you get these feelings, when did you decide you want to sculpt or paint?
I've done watercolors, I've been doing a lot of oils, and I've done acrylic. I was going through the divorce, I decided the sculpting is what really kept me, the banging away really got into my...
It sounds like therapy.
Oh, now I'm gonna get you.
I love it, that's great. And then I hear you're gonna have an art show maybe.
Well, it's a lot of work and I'm moving. I have to live my life as though I'm going to live forever, because this way I will not stop doing things and thinking, you're too old, you don't want to do this. No, I don't know how old. I'm just going to go on and do everything I want to do.
Also, you have all these weddings coming up.
And the weddings, well, I'm going to squeeze in between the weddings. No, the weddings are going to come after.
I know, it sounds like you're going for it.
So I am.
What's important to you now?
Besides my artwork, what's important to me now is my family, mainly my grandchildren. They have made me a part of their life, and they are so much a part of my life. So I want to spend as much time as I can with them.
Do you know what your next chapter is?
Go back to my work. Always have some peace when I'm working. It's like my best friend, is my art.
That makes total sense.
I'm at Atria, which is a totally different chapter already, because I have found I don't need a lot of help. But what I have gained from there is I've made wonderful friendships. I have a whole sense of security that I was living alone, and now I feel I'm a part of a family, like you said before. We have our own little circle of fun, and we laugh and laugh and laugh. And then when we're really in a good mood, we have some Baileys.
Excellent. Sounds like fun. Cheers.
Cheers. It's it's been such an experience for me to meet all your people and to see how you work behind the scenes.
Now you're gonna have
You
a
want to
whole
join the
nother
crew?
session.
You can join the crew.
She just might.
I might.
Careful.
Might be her next
On the
chapter.
camera.
I was just like getting so emotional.
A rock